Our planet teems with life, a breathtaking tapestry of diversity. From the lush rainforests to the arid savannas, life finds a way to thrive in every corner of the Earth. From the towering redwoods that stretch towards the sky to the smallest insects that buzz around flowers, each organism plays a unique role in the ecosystem. Millions of species, each with its own story, share our world. In the depths of the oceans, vibrant marine life flourishes, while on land, birds, mammals, and reptiles create a symphony of existence. But have you ever wondered how this extraordinary variety came to be? How did the intricate web of life we see today evolve from simpler beginnings? The answer lies in the fascinating process of speciation, the engine room of evolution that drives the creation of new species. Through adaptation and natural selection, life diversifies and evolves. It's a story of adaptation, isolation, and the relentless march of time. Species migrate, adapt to new environments, and sometimes become isolated, leading to the emergence of new forms of life. Imagine a world where life exists in a single form, monotonous and unchanging. Such a world would lack the beauty and complexity that make our planet so special. Thankfully, our world is anything but. The vibrant coral reefs, the colorful birds of the rainforest, and the diverse plant life in meadows all testify to the wonders of speciation. Speciation, the process by which new species arise, injects vibrancy and variety into the living world. It ensures that life is ever-changing, ever-evolving. It's a process that has been unfolding for billions of years, shaping the very fabric of life as we know it. From ancient landscapes to modern ecosystems, the story of life is one of constant change. Understanding speciation is key to unraveling the mysteries of our planet's past and safeguarding its future. By studying how species evolve, we gain insights into the resilience and adaptability of life. It allows us to trace the evolutionary journeys of different species, understanding their relationships and the forces that shape them. This knowledge helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of all life forms. This knowledge is not just academic, it's crucial for conservation efforts, helping us protect the delicate balance of ecosystems and the future of life on Earth. By preserving biodiversity, we ensure that the tapestry of life continues to flourish for generations to come. Before we delve into the intricacies of speciation, we need to define the very thing that speciates a species. The concept of a species is fundamental to biology and understanding the diversity of life on Earth. At first glance, it seems straightforward. We often think we know a species when we see one. A lion is a lion, distinct from a tiger or a bear. These animals are easily recognizable and categorized based on their physical characteristics. We recognize species by their unique appearances and behaviors. Each species has its own set of traits and habits that set it apart from others. However, the scientific definition of a species goes beyond outward appearances. It delves into the genetic and reproductive aspects of organisms. Scientists often define a species as a group of organisms capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. This means that members of the same species can reproduce, and their offspring can also reproduce. This definition, known as the biological species concept, highlights the importance of reproductive compatibility within a species. It emphasizes the genetic continuity and shared gene pool of a species, but nature is rarely black and white. The boundaries between species can sometimes be blurred and complex. The biological species concept, while useful, has limitations. It cannot be applied to extinct organisms, as we cannot observe their reproductive behaviors. It also cannot be applied to those that reproduce asexually, such as many plants and microorganisms. These organisms do not interbreed in the traditional sense. Furthermore, there are cases where different species can hybridize and produce offspring, blurring the lines of species boundaries. These hybrids can sometimes be fertile, adding to the complexity. This complexity highlights the dynamic nature of evolution, where species are not static entities, but rather fluid groups, constantly adapting and changing over time. Evolution is an ongoing process that continuously shapes and reshapes species. Understanding the nuances of species definition is vital to appreciating the complexities of speciation itself. It allows us to grasp the intricate processes that drive the diversity of life on our planet and the ever-changing nature of living organisms. Imagine a vast ocean separating two islands, each home to a population of the same bird species. Over time, these populations, isolated from each other, will embark on different evolutionary trajectories. This separation is at the heart of speciation. Reproductive isolation, the inability of two groups to interbreed and produce fertile offspring, is the cornerstone of speciation. Without it, gene flow between populations would continue, preventing the emergence of distinct species. It's like building a wall between two groups, allowing them to develop their own unique characteristics. Reproductive isolation can manifest in various ways. Geographical isolation, like the islands we imagined, is a powerful driver of speciation. Other mechanisms include behavioral isolation, where differences in mating rituals prevent interbreeding, and temporal isolation, where species breed at different times of year. These barriers to reproduction, however they arise, are crucial for setting the stage for speciation. They allow isolated populations to diverge genetically and morphologically, eventually leading to the birth of new species. Section 4. A world apart. Allopatric speciation. Let's return to our isolated island birds. These birds, separated by vast stretches of ocean, live in complete isolation from one another. Over generations, each population will face unique environmental pressures. The changing seasons bring different challenges and opportunities, shaping the lives of these birds in distinct ways. Perhaps one island has a surplus of insects, while the other is dominated by fruit trees. These differences in available food sources create distinct ecological niches. These different selective pressures can lead to the evolution of distinct traits. Birds on the insect-rich island may develop sharper beaks for catching insects, while those on the fruit-dominated island might evolve stronger beaks for breaking into tough fruit skins. This scenario exemplifies allopatric speciation, the most common form of speciation. It shows how geographical isolation can lead to the emergence of new species. It occurs when a physical barrier, like a mountain range, river, or ocean, divides a population into geographically isolated groups. These barriers prevent gene flow between the separated populations. Over time, these separated populations adapt to their unique environments, accumulating genetic differences. These differences can become so pronounced that even if the physical barrier is removed, the populations can no longer interbreed. The Galapagos finches, made famous by Charles Darwin, provide a classic example of allopatric speciation. Darwin's observations of these finches were crucial in developing his theory of natural selection. The finches, believed to have originated from a single ancestral species on the mainland, diversified across the different islands of the Galapagos archipelago. Each island's unique environment exerted different selective pressures on the finches. Each island's unique environment favored different beak shapes, leading to the evolution of distinct finch species, each adapted to its particular niche. Some finches developed long, slender beaks for probing cactus flowers, while others evolved short, stout beaks for cracking seeds. Allopatric speciation highlights the power of geographical isolation in driving evolutionary change. It demonstrates how physical separation can lead to the development of new species over time. It's a reminder that even subtle environmental differences can have a profound impact on the course of evolution. The isolated environments of these islands create unique conditions that drive the diversification of life. The story of allopatric speciation is a testament to the incredible adaptability of life. It shows how species can evolve and thrive in response to the challenges and opportunities presented by their environments. Section 5. Side-by-side sympatric and parapatric speciation. Speciation isn't always driven by dramatic geographical separation. Sometimes new species can arise within the same geographical area. This is the case with sympatric speciation, where reproductive isolation occurs without physical barriers. Imagine a population of fruit flies that feed on a particular type of fruit. If a mutation arises that allows some flies to utilize a new food source like a different fruit variety, these flies might start to specialize. Over time, this ecological specialization, coupled with non-random mating preferences, can lead to reproductive isolation and the eventual formation of new species. The apple maggot fly, which has evolved to specialize on different host plants, provides a compelling example of sympatric speciation. Parapatric speciation, on the other hand, occurs when populations are spread across a large geographical area with no specific barrier to gene flow. However, due to environmental variations across the range, different selective pressures can lead to the evolution of distinct populations adapted to their local conditions. Section 6. Instantaneous change, parapatric speciation. In some instances, speciation can occur much more rapidly than the gradual processes of allopatric, sympatric or parapatric speciation. This is known as parapatric speciation and often involves changes in chromosome number. These changes, known as polyploidy, can occur spontaneously and result in individuals with extra sets of chromosomes. Polyploid individuals are often reproductively isolated from their parent population, as they produce offspring with incompatible chromosome numbers. This type of speciation is particularly common in plants where polyploidy has played a significant role in generating plant diversity. For example, many crop species, such as wheat and bananas, are polyploids that originated from hybridization events between different ancestral species. Parapatric speciation highlights the diverse mechanisms that